These photos are all Elizabeth Dillender has to keep her son's memory alive.
He's the funniest person I've ever met in my life. He didn't have an enemy. He just made everybody laugh.
20-year-old Cade Webb was athletic. He loved skateboarding and snowboarding. And above all else, he was excited to become a father. But just weeks before his daughter was born, Cade's mother got the call she'd been dreading for years.
His stepmom just called me screaming, like screams that you never want to hear.
On December 3rd, 2021, Cade lost his battle with addiction. He died in Roseville, California, found collapsed in a Safeway bathroom.
When they found my son, the detective had contacted us and said that they had the pills tested that were with Cade and that they had detected fentanyl.
Dillender is now part of a club she never asked to be in. They're grieving loved ones left behind from overdose.
It robbed my family of a really great future.
Kaylee Duggar's fiance, Jake Carter, was about to turn 24 years old. They were expecting a baby and a new life together. But the night before his birthday, Carter died in his sleep, and another child was robbed of a parent.
Every time I look at my daughter, I'm reminded that he should be here when she hits milestones. You know, I don't have him here to share that moment with him.
These are the stories that the Centers for Disease Control says are only growing with time. In a September report, the CDC says the numbers of drug overdose deaths from fake pills have more than doubled. From 2019 to 2021, it's gone from 2% to 4.7%. And the majority of deaths among people younger than age 35, just like Jake.
He had been looking for oxycodone, and then we got the autopsy report like 4 months later, and he had 10 times the lethal amount of fentanyl in his system.
The CDC says fake pills are often laced with fentanyl, illegally disguised as anti-anxiety meds or painkillers, and often bought on the streets or from friends. Dillender says her son thought he was buying from someone he could trust.
I think he mildly considered him a friend at the time and had requested some Percocet, and it wasn't. It was fentanyl. And he died instantly.
Experts say not only does fentanyl make illicit drugs more powerful, fentanyl makes the process for sellers cheaper.
It's easy to store, it's easy to transport, and there's a very limited regulatory oversight of the components necessary to make it.
The odorless and scentless nature of fentanyl makes buying unprescribed drugs an increasingly deadly gamble.
Taking an illicit pill is like playing Russian roulette.
And for Dillender, it cost her family everything.
I had to kiss my son in a casket. I had to brush his bangs off his forehead and hold his cold hand and realize that staring at his face was the last time I would ever see it.
Since Cade's death, his mom has tried to find new meaning. She started a podcast called Dear Fentanyl, a goodbye letter.
I really hope that this will be impactful and an avenue to make change to save lives.
The same name of the letter Cade penned from rehab. In it, the warning signs she wished she'd spotted earlier.
I'm the worst outcome possible. So if I have one thing that I could share with somebody to make a difference in their life or save their child, it's whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes to spare someone else the pain she lives through every day. Marissa Parra, NBC News.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.